Duke Nukem.
It's
Duke
voiced
Nukem's
by
a
the
fun
same
game.
person.
Look, now I'm just imagining like Big the Cat with like the Duke Nukem arsenal.
But again, no, Duke Nukem did voice that character. Is the
I know.
problem that I cannot wrap my head around?
Look, DC Douglas voices Riss and Gunter and Barst.
Matthew Mercer voices Ryoma.
I
Matthew
know.
Mercer voices everyone.
Matt Matt
Unless
Mercer
that
also voices
person,
Crom.
unless that person is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal.
Good point.
But yeah,
But
no.
Yuri
Matt
Lowenthal
Mercer
is not
voices
as absolutely massive of a voice actor, even though he is a massive voice actor, as Matthew Mercer. It's a very weird
Honestly, I have
thing.
a feeling that I would know more of these names if I watched any anime ever. But
Okay, so Matt Mercer is a thing in D&D because he is part of one of the biggest like running tabletop live stream shows out there right now. I want to say he's on
Critical
Critical Role.
Role,
Correct me
yeah.
if I'm wrong.
Except they have
Okay,
4-hour episodes, and ain't nobody got time for that.
I mean, here's the thing with 4-hour episodes: you just watch them in halves.
I don't know. I managed to sit through I think a 2.5 hour or 1.5 hour rant on Legend of Korra. I can sit through anything at this point.
Jesus Christ, Greenie,
Fair
get a
enough.
hold of yourself.
Uh,
It was a funny video.
so it's like he does that, and then he also made a gunslinger archetype, which is still considered to be one of the better gunslinger archetypes in D&D 5e.
Right. As a part
Unfortunately, it
video,
is
I'm playing
still
5e sometime soon with my brother.
It's
unfortunately it's still third party. But maybe
oh yeah,
Wizards of
no,
the Coast will consider it. Except they
it's still
probably
third
Uh,
won't,
party. It's also
because
still broken as hell. There's no better way to say it. It's broken.
and here we have the Gobel in its natural habitat, devouring a monster for sustenance. It's called a gobble because it has a giant jaw and a giant gullet that
try
it
to
uses
gobble
to
it
eat
up.
things whole.
It uses it to gobble them up. I will
It's
keep
like
using this
a
one.
it's like the redheaded stepchild of an anglerfish and a frog and a stingray.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then
I
I
it
can
loves
only
to bury
I,
itself until it
I only think
spots
of
you.
like a Legend of Zelda boss when I see this thing. It's like I waited for the Legend of Zelda text to appear underneath it. It's like
The odd part
gullible.
is you can see it very terribly swimming under the ground until it finally decides to jump up and try to belly flop you and to death.
Well, bam.
By the way, I like to preface something immediately. If I start incessant swearing, it is because I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And that should answer all your questions.
The gobble
Uh
likes to use its anglerfish part to flash a hunter in order to stun it enough for the gobble to get a bite or two in.
oh,
Alright,
Flash
sorry,
Grenade.
Jeff.
Yay.
And it's
It's
much more
gonna
difficult
flash
to
me!
fight
Come here, Ace!
underwater simply because it's just annoying and keeps being an ambush predator. And then there's the part where it creates a water tornado to try to draw you in. And if you're hit by that water tornado, not only will you be drawn into its gullet, but you will suffer a lot of damage and also be inflicted with water blight.
That sounds bad.
With
It's quite
massive
bad.
damage.
Water blight makes it so that you recover your stamina at a slower pace.
Yay.
You don't want that. You don't want that. You need your stamina to swim away from the gobble as it tries to eat you.
Bring your items that stop that blight?
What now?
Wasn't it like a water bomb or something?
Oh, also it inflates itself like a pufferfish and tries to steamroll you. So there's another bastardization in its fishy amphibian mutation. The Hermitar is not in this game, sadly for you, Greenie.
Dang it! But I want to talk about the giant enemy crab. That can attack. You can attack its weak point.
The Hermitar is still terrible compared to Shangaoren. Still very small. Shangaoren is best enemy crab. Also, we broke its little flash.
Alright.
We broke its little flashbang device, so it can no longer flash us, even though it will try. It will do so in
I
vain.
guess it lights out for him.
That's a -5 points, Greenie.
That's the only time you're giving me -5 points. Have you heard any of the other stuff I've said throughout this entire stream?
Also, there's
so
one
far?
thing. The Gobble takes a note from the Stingray part of its heritage by having a poisonous, paralyzing stinger tail, which we're gonna try to cut off.
Yay, poison!
Well, it doesn't poison. It's
Poison is
in flavor it does, but
No, you just touch it for some stunning results.
-15 points, Greenie.
Again, have you heard anything I've said throughout this entire stream? You're only starting this now.
That's because I was busy Bob Rossing it over here with my sore voice.
Look, I think at this point we can just say that every 5 minutes, Greenie loses 10 points.
That sounds pretty fair.
Wouldn't that make this type of system pointless?
It's already pointless, Greenie.
I love the,
Minus 10 points.
I love the stunned silence that happened after I said it.
It's like whose line is that
Minus
anyway?
50 points to Gryffindor, Greenie. How do you feel that you screwed over Gryffindor now?
I don't think that would be his.
But I'm a Slytherin, I'm green!
I mean,
Even though I don't really like snakes.
I'd actually see more of maybe a Hufflepuff.
In the fact that he's never main hero.
I do something, come on. This Joker, he never streams.
hey, that's not true. I
He
stream
streams at
once a
least
week,
Yeah,
and
Sundays.
then I also stream every once in a while extra when I'm either building my RPG system, which is going nowhere because I have not worked on FET in a while, which I'm actually doing right now, and
Nice.
started streaming Path of Radiance.
Oh, you are?
Also,
You should have told me that. Or did you not already tell me that and I wasn't there for it?
I did, and you weren't.
Great. Tell
And
me
then on
when
top
you're
of
streaming
that-
next time. I will join you.
Then, on top of that, I'm going to be starting streaming on Friday soon with a campaign I'm starting with a few people that I got together for it.
And here I am just trying to do whatever whenever I can. I
So
got 4 days. I'll do something.
I'm going to be starting twice a week to be streaming, so I don't want to hear this I'm not streaming crap.
I was never there. I was never told. I don't read Skype very often because
Greenie.
now we're barely typing in it.
Greenie doesn't pay attention to a lot of things in life, if you couldn't tell.
I don't have anything to pay with.
He never
You
reads
live
above
in
Marius'
the
line.
cornfields, Greenie. Just get over it.
Are you saying that I am a children of the corn?
Yes. I'm also saying your house is a corn husk.
No, it is a perfectly nice potato peel.
Not the
No.
response I expected, I'll give you that.
See,
You can tell
be
where the
original
Gobble is
occasionally.
because he's underwater and he has these air bubbles and he's trying to be stealthy, but he's not.
Subtlety of a brick.
Let's just... there. Plants don't usually bleed, and that's how you can tell it's him.
I like how this is where you're taking this kind of kick-ass. Of all things.
Now the Gobble has Ludroth allies, and that's going to be annoying because Ludroth are just annoying to deal with, really.
As trees, actual House of Sticks. The sticks is the good option compared to these, honestly.
But you can't eat the sticks as easily.
Also, I got a question. Is the stream chat posted in your videos? I haven't noticed.
It
if
is
they are.
not.
Then what happens if someone just comes to videos and has no idea who we're talking to?
Then tough shit.
Great.
Sometimes he reads out the comments
Yeah,
if it's like decent.
sometimes I read out questions and stuff, if it's important. Or amusing.
That's why I was typing it instead of like just actually saying it on the stream, because it's kind of for us, not really for the stream.
Alright.
I've taken a lot of time trying to kill this thing, even though I should have killed it like a minute ago, maybe. I'm just taking my sweet old time because it's not really too much of a threat. Also, I want to chop off its tail.
Oh, also, Sin, something to consider while I'm being gracious in doing free emotes. The other 2 emotes you do get to use wherever, no matter what, even if other people don't pay for them. So if there's other special emotes you want, just tell me.
I will consider it greatly.
Oh, I still need to figure out what I want. Like, if there's anything I can ask you to make me for my emote, assuming I actually become an affiliate anytime soon.
Greenie, you would need to stream for that to happen.
Yeah, and I'm streaming tomorrow.
Oh, okay, well then.
Like,
I will sadly be
mentioned
at
this
work.
multiple times to you guys, and you were there and responded.
Greenie, I'm on cold meds right now. I can't be asked to remember things. Gobble
I don't know if
destroying
that'll
my
fit
health.
I don't know if that'll fit. Oh, I was actually wondering if it's possible to make like a small bottle that says Death Sauce or Defense Sauce, but that's about it.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it could happen. It's just...
I have to get there first.
Yeah.
To be fair, the only thing that stopped me for the past 3 streams was that I just needed an average viewers of over 3, which never happened because everyone was busy every time.
Yeah, I'm busy Fridays.
Great! Hopefully it'll be fine.
This
I'm
is
planning
gonna
on
be
doing
off
it.
this week.
I plan on trying to do Legacy, seeing if I can stream Legacy of the Duelist from my computer.
Yeah, I might actually stream tonight, mattering on how late Sin goes.
I mean, I got 4 days off. I can stay up as late as I want to watch that.
I'm going to be spending the weekend decorating houses in Tampa, so I'll be on the other side of my state. I'll
Is it
still be good for Thunder,
temporary
by the way,
arrangement?
so don't worry about that.
Joker, is that going to just be a temporary arrangement?
Yes.
Greenie, why do you do this?
Because I can.
I am playing very terribly. I'm basically just dancing with this thing.
Also, I see you in there in chat. Only Sin is allowed to deduct my points for my pun sinning.
He's busy with the game. I take over.
That's
Okay,
true, she
fine.
does.
Good. Then that just means I don't get any points deducted for right now, please. I'm more in the hole more than America right now.
That's impossible.
I don't know, I made a lot of puns.
Yeah. America's wasted a lot of money. Oh wait, I said
I
it
know
wouldn't
they-
get
okay.
political. That's my
I
bad.
mean, is that political or just the truth?
It can be political truth.
That's an oxymoron if I've ever heard one.
No, that's a truthful politician.
That's a worse oxymoron. Okay, I'm
Now that the
fine.
gobble's
I
on
don't
land,
make-
he's much
I don't
easier to
want
fight.
make puns if America makes mistakes.
Okay, look, there's one political pun I found funny. It's not even political. It's just a picture of Donald Trump with the Owu face. You know that meme? The where it's like just like the
Oh yeah.
circle W. I'm on like a Discord where we all just post art that we're doing and give opinions on each other, and it's just like someone made that. It's like someone commissioned me to make this, and I'm like,
You mean have
okay,
a brothel?
draw full except with art that isn't done in 10 seconds. Sometimes, only sometimes.
Now the gobble on
It's
land
done in
is
15 seconds. I don't know what the pictures actually look like. Please don't hurt me.
is
on
actually
this.
much harder to detect because the bump that he's in on land is not as pronounced as it is in the water. Unfortunately, even with his tail cut off, he can still paralyze me.
Oh, is there any
Alright,
special color you want on the hammer, by the way?
Nah, just make it a typical hammer.
Okay.
just make it a
gonna
hammer
be
you can
like-
get at Home Depot.
I was asking, like, do you want it to be a golden hammer, or do you want it to just be like a normal, like, oh look, it's iron? I guess
You want to
maybe.
get a normal hammer, a silver hammer, a golden hammer, an MC hammer.
No, I'm not drawing MC Hammer for a gift. That's a horrible plan.
No, the
Increase-
Gobo still hurts like hell, even when he's on land. That's not gonna be good to us. He's gonna gobble us up.
The temptation to say he's going to gobble us up increases.
I already made that pun.
I know. See, if you already made the pun, then I don't get in trouble for making it. That's totally how this works.
No,
Right?
you still get in
Whoa.
trouble for making it.
I get excused because
Still
I'm
a
doing
sinful action.
Greeny?
What are you? Some kind of Joker?
He can't. He needs to be stopped.
Don't think he can.
Hold up. Why are you telling me that?
You need to be stopped, Greeny. Just
No. Something that I just got PM or something, and I'm asking why the person is telling me this.
Why'd you just get randomly PM'd? These are the better questions here.
It was by Granny Kickass.
Fair enough. I thought you were just like expressing that someone randomly PM'd you and it wasn't someone in the stream.
No, it was someone in the stream. I just asking them because they're right here.
Yeah, it
Fair
was
enough.
me.
a gobble spike is a good
Oh, I
drop
thought you were,
from
I
the
was-
tail.
I figured that was something you were gonna tell Joker. But yeah.
That's a pretty rare card right there. Gobble spike.
Gobble spike, good spike.
It's a good spike. Unfortunately, what's not good is the fact that he's now back in the water, which means we're gonna have to deal with a little bit more difficult
So
of a
Gobble
fight.
Spike is not a pointless material.
So, Sin, what about one of your emotes being Sir Kitty?
Ah, yes, Sir Kitty would be great. A nice little happy kitty.
Reference images are always useful.
I'll have
If you have any,
Granny Kickass
or-
send you one.
just
You mean drawing, or do you want the one that you sent me ages ago?
either or, whatever the preferred form of it is.
Yeah, I'll probably have to have Sin look at it first and then send it to you then.
Now, when the Gobble buries himself like this in Area 3, he's not going to Area 4, or 7, or 2, or 5, or 6, or 9, or 10. No,
He's just digging his own grave.
he's just going to Area 8. And in Area 8, he's going to sit there and he's going to relax, which will give us an opportunity to build up a charged attack onto his face.
Okay, so he essentially just sits there and takes it while trying
Yeah.
to heal himself and failing.
Yeah, it's because he's sleeping. He doesn't detect the movement in the water, which is really stupid considering that he has the whiskers that serve that exact purpose.
Details.
And again, you can always tell him because his whiskers look like a plant that has air bubbles coming out of it, but no plant has air bubbles coming out of it. Now, it's also entirely possible that before you do anything, he will actually detect you. Yeah, he's not happy that we woke him up. Not many things are
Needed his
happy.
beauty sleep.
I need my beauty sleep.
I don't think anyone who has ever said that has ever actually, from what I heard from Joe Fiction. At least from what I understand.
Unfortunately, in Area 8, he has a lot of water to move around in. Fortunately for us, we also have a lot of water to move around in.
Just not the swim speed to use it very well.
Exactly. Also unfortunate is the fact that Cha-Cha has once again fled like a little bitch.
Oh, nobody's perfect.
Cats don't like water. What can you say?
There we go. Now I have to deal with trying to carve him while there's 3 Ludroths charging into me.
That's always nice. It's like, did I ever show you that worst enemy in Monster Hunter 4 animation?
No.
I don't think so.
Remind me to send that to you later.
Joker, send it to us later.
I'll send it to you later either way. Just I thought about that and it's like it is a pretty good, and especially going forward with what we were saying with the whole getting charged while trying to carve a monster. It's like, oh boy. In my small time of playing Monster Hunter, I definitely experienced that.
Yeah, there's a monster called the Plesioth.
I hate.
Greenie hates it. I hate it. Everyone hates it because of its goddamn hip check. That has
I
terrible hit
know
bot.
no one on this planet that ever enjoys the Plessia.
That's
I
because
might have
it's...
seen it, I might not have. We'll talk about it later. Or we can talk about it now, as it is a creature of Monster Hunter.
It is. It's not in this Monster Hunter, but the thing
What?
about the Plesioth is
Alright.
the fact
it-
that
okay.
it has a terrible hitbox for its hip check attack that will hit you even if you're somehow nowhere near it.
I'm
It's
curious.
whatever a couple people describe it as. It's like the guy's a goddamn airbender, and his hip jack is more of it jutting its legs, and it's really janky and stupid.
Is it that like it looks like a plesiosaur, and it has like electricity with it?
No.
Hmm.
No electricity.
Okay. Then I'm thinking of different thing.
Clearly, though, the only good thing that Plesioth has done is its fighting in 4U is totally great.
Oh
Well,
shit, I
if I
can't.
start playing for you again, we can play it together.
Joker, it's a joke.
Yeah, it's not in for you.
It's in 4U. You don't fight it.
Oh
fish-
yeah, that's right. I forgot about how you
fish
fish
it.
it up. But those are just babies that you use. That's just babies that you fish up. You don't fish up an actual thing that can actually attack you.
All right, I'll be right back.
Anyway, we're now in the 4-star quests, and we now have access to the frozen tundra, which we can use to a very handy thing of getting us decent materials to upgrade our weapons. It's called a Cesium, and it's only found in the frozen tundra.
Is the Cesium basically like that? You always need this for like higher level gear, like quality minty ore in Fantasy Life.
Yeah. Yeah, like we can't upgrade our we can't upgrade we can't upgrade our Warhammer or our Greatsword unless we have a Cesium.
Speaking of Fantasy Life, I've started playing that more again because I found one of my 2 copies. Still lost the other one, which has my more complete save data. But damn, I really want to clear that game, and by clear that game I mean in the DLC, clear the 3rd trial, and also clear the 2nd trial because I have a thing to settle with that trial. I don't
Personal
know if I've ever
vendettas
told
are
you that
good.
story. Sorry?
Personal vendettas in games are always good.
Have
You
I
wanna
ever
be
told you
able-
that story?
I don't think so.
Okay. Short version. Me and Mega were doing it. We got to the end. And at the very end, we killed the boss, but the boss killed us. And neither of us had any revival potions left.
Ouch.
We both went in with a 99 stack each. Because Greenie was playing an alchemist, so he had like a million revival potions. And we gave him gear in return.
That
Because
sounds like a fair trade.
yeah, basically I play blacksmith miner, so I got all the materials leveling up originally, and then I switched to blacksmith, and basically the only bullshit part